Hey, third grade. Do you see where I am? Yeah, I'm home. I decided to come home. I miss this place so much, and I miss your faces, but I can still see your little faces sitting in these chairs. But I decided I had to come to the school for something really quickly, and I decided, you know what? May as well teach from here for a lesson or two. We'll see time-wise how it works, but at least one lesson. Plus, we were talking about the dictionary. So I wanted to make sure that I got here so we could look at some of those that we have in the classroom. Many of you know we have, like, you've used them. We have the big dictionary, the Scholastic Children's Dictionary. We have these other brown dictionaries that we've used at certain times, and then the dictionary that for students that the town of Newington, there are people that give these to us. I can't remember, the Rotary gives these to us so that we can have dictionaries. So we have them, but you guys aren't even gonna be able to look at them. If you need one, maybe come to the school, because there are some in my classroom. So you can always just ask them if you could come in my classroom and get one of the yellow dictionaries off the bottom shelf to use if you need one for what we're going to be doing, because we are going to be using dictionaries throughout and learning. We said already yesterday that a dictionary is such a helpful tool because it can tell us how to spell a word, it tells us how to say the word correctly, or what a word means. And so it's an important thing. Now, when you're looking in the dictionary, all of these words, all of the words in the dictionary are called entries, because they're the entries of the different words and what they're going to mean and how to spell them and all of that. But even when we're looking for an entry, a word that's in the dictionary that we want to spell, or we want to know what it means, or we want to know how to pronounce it, it could take an awfully long time to find that word if we had to look at all of the words on all of the pages of the dictionary. So that's why the dictionary is in alphabetical order, so we can easily find those words. But even when we have the dictionary in alphabetical order, when I look at C, I didn't even start at the beginning. I'm at C-O, and it's still C, and it's still C. Oh, now we get to D. I mean, there's so many pages of C's. How am I still going to be able to know where the word is? Look at all these C's that I'm looking for. How am I, keeps going. Oh, now we're back to the B's, okay? How am I gonna find the words that I'm looking for? Well, at the top of the page, there are 2 guide words at the top of each dictionary page. See, this one, I think it says what, bulldog and bungee jumping. Ooh, cool. Bulldog and bungee jumping. Sometimes they're written like close together like that. Other times they're written one on top of the other, like this in this book. Okay, you can see inaccessible and incline. Okay, so, and then sometimes they're on, like, they're both pages. Sometimes it would be one on one page and one on the other page. Let's see what the children's dictionary has. So this is the other way, where sometimes it's one on one page and one on another page. But either way, those are called guide words, excuse me. And those guide words are the first and last words on that page. So all of those entry words on this page come between the guide words in alphabetical order. So that's what you see when we have, this one says fabric over here, and this one says fast. So we're gonna find words between F-A-B and F-A-S between these 2 pages. If I'm looking for F-E, I can't go on these pages because F-E is going to be past that because E comes after A. We'll talk that through in a little bit. But before we get too far into that, I want to review what we talked about yesterday, putting words in alphabetical order. So here are some words that I've put on our board, our real board, and I don't have my nice fancy setup, so I can't make sure that you can see that as well. So yeah, that's why the nice fancy setup was so nice. So we'll try to do the best we can this way. All right, so we have piglet. I know it's hard to see because I wrote in pink, as I'm trying to find some markers here. And I'm like, okay. So piglet, keys, books, child, and smile. So remember, we start with the beginning of the alphabet And we think, okay, A, there's no A's. B, oh, there's a B, so remember, underline it just to give you an idea. We'll look and see if there's any other B's. Then there's a C, and then, so that would be 2. Then C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, up K, L, M, N, O, P. We'll put a P with 4. And S obviously is going to be 5. So that means that books, B, is our very first. So we're going to put a 1. And then child, C, comes after. So we would put a 2 next to child. Then we said A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K comes next. That would be 3. O, M, N, O, P, Q, R, oh, P. Oh, I almost missed it. And then S comes at the very end. But remember, we also said that there are times where it's going to be the same letter, where it's going to be forest, feelers, fanciful, finish. So when the first letter is the same, then what do? We look at the second letter. So we are going to go with our O, our E, our A, and our I. And remember, that's the same thing. It goes in alphabetical order. So we know A is going to be our first word, fanciful, because A comes before E or I or O. What comes after A? A, B, C, D, E, A, E. And so we know that's number 2. Feelers would be number 2. A, E, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, H, I. Oh, I comes next. A, E, I. And then O would be number 4. Okay, so that's how we are putting words in alphabetical order, in ABC order, making them correct. So think about that, because like I said, with those, I know that you know how to do those, but then when it comes to the language page or a test or a quiz, sometimes people lose sight of what you already know. So if it helps you, underline the letters and then look at your alphabet, okay? And that alphabet will help you keep it at the top of your table, your desk, your workplace, wherever that may happen to be, so that you'll be able to tell that. Now, when we look at this other side right here, we can see there are 2 words at the top, and those are what we would consider our guide words. So the first word is student, and the second word is submarine. If these were guide words on a dictionary page, every entry word on that page would begin with the letter S, because both of these begin with S. You're not going to find T here, you're not going to find A here or D here, and they're only going to find S words. And then we also have to look at the word, the second letter in each one, because all of our words are going to be between ST and SU. And so they're not going to go past ST, before ST, so I can't look for SE here because it's ST. I can't look for SW or X, or not that there will be SY, because this is at SU. Look at the word stumble right here. Do you see that? That's the word stumble. Does it begin with an S? Yes, of course it does. S, stumble. If we put student, stumble, and submarine in alphabetical order, would stumble be in the middle? So listen, student, stumble, and submarine. Student, stumble, and submarine. Would I find stumble in the middle of those? Yes, stumble would be an entry word on this page because it is between these 2 guide words, student, STU, and SU, because it has an STU there, okay? It would be between those. Now look at the word sticker, STI. If we put sticker, student, and submarine in alphabetical order, because remember we look at the first 2 letters, oh, we need to go to the next letter, STU, but this is STI. Would I find STI under STU? Would that be in the middle? No, very good. Some of you got that. You know, you're looking, you're like, oh, it's ST, so of course it would be. No, because we have to remember if the first two letters are the same, we look at the third letter. So if I look at STI, STI is right here. STU is all the way past here where you can't even see me anymore. So if my first entry word starts with STU, I can't find a word from STI on that STU page, okay? So sticker should be, would be first, not in the middle, because STI comes before STU. All right, so I know that this is a little bit tricky and I'm trying to go quickly for time's sake, but I'm going to really be kind of trying to bring it more to light for you. I don't get too excited about the classroom, I know I am, but I want you to understand why that is. Stumble, because it is STU, okay? STU and STU. And then if we look at STUD, M comes after D, so STUM would be in between STUD and SUB, okay? Don't let that confuse you. Play it back a couple times if you need to help you understand. But again, STI, if we were to put sticker, student, and submarine in alphabetical order, sticker would come first before student, so it can't be in between these two, okay? So sticker would not be on that dictionary page because it's not going to be anywhere between student and stumble, okay? So take out your language page. Hopefully that will help a little bit to maybe help you to see what we're talking about. But we will go over this a little bit again, like I said, just to make sure that you really get it, because I know it's a tougher concept to get, understanding how to use those guide words properly. And I know in years past, it's been a little bit of a struggle, okay? So page 167, it says a dictionary is a book that tells about words. The words at the top of each page are called the guide words. They are the first and last words on that page. All of the words on that page are listed in alphabetical order between those two guide words. So the guide words that you see in the box, mountain, M-O-U, and move, M-O-V. Mountain, and it tells you what it is. It's a noun, tells you how to pronounce it. And then it tells you what it is, a portion of earth that rises much higher than surrounding land. Mouth tells you what it is, how to pronounce it. An opening in the lower part of the face through which food is eaten. I love that definition. Think A, look at the guide words. Color the circle next to the word you would find on that dictionary page, okay? So you're looking at harp and hat. So remember, if the first two letters are the same, then you have to look at the third letter. So when you look at those, the first two letters and see those, then go to the third letter. If the third letter is the same, then go to the fourth letter and see, is it going to be after, before, in the middle, and whichever one is in the middle. Now, you also have to look and say, okay, well, so let me just talk you through letter number one, the first one, harp and hat. If you look at H-A, okay, harbor has H-A, hasty has H-A. Horn doesn't, so we just throw horn out. Horn's not going to be because it has to be something with H-A. And then we look at harbor and we're like, oh, it's got to be harbor because it's H-A-R. Well, don't be so quick, okay? H-A-R, and then hasty has H-A-S. Now, think, if I put harbor, harp, and hat in alphabetical order, H-A-R-B, H-A-R-P, which comes first? B, good, comes before P, so harbor is actually going to be before harp. So is it going to be in the middle? It's not. But does H-A-S come after H-A-R? Does S come after R? It does. Do you see that? Because S comes after R in our alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. So H-A-S could be in between H-A-R and H-A-T because S comes before R and T. Do you understand that? If not, we will keep talking it through, but I don't want to take too long on this video. But look at the same thing for plane and plant and day and deal, and figure out which word, thinking carefully. Use your alphabet. That's why I say write it, so that you'll have it there to look at, so that you will be able to look at each letter. Now you're going to go down to think B. Look up these words in a dictionary. And that's why I said, if you don't have one, maybe come by the school, or maybe it's not the same on a phone. But maybe come by the school and ask your parents if, ask if they can come in to get a yellow dictionary. But look up these words in the dictionary and write the guide words from the page on which they appear. And if you don't have a dictionary with you, like I said, then please don't worry about this page. You don't need to have your parents like, my child doesn't have this page. My child doesn't have a dictionary. What are we going to do? It's okay. But we'll try to see what we can do, because it's really important for you to learn how to use a dictionary. I know that they're online now, but it is important to learn how to look things up still, even with all the online stuff that we have. So what you would do is you're going to look up the word magnet in the dictionary if you have one at home, and then write the 2 guide words. So whichever one comes, wherever you found the word magnet underneath, then you write the 2 guide words for that, okay? So you would have to look up the word in the dictionary and then write the guide words for that. So I hope that makes sense. And if you don't have a dictionary, like I said, don't freak out. It's okay. We will try to figure out a way of helping you get some of that information if we have to, like I said, have parents come, or if, I don't know, but we'll figure something out. But don't stress about that. But I did want to show you what we're doing, and I did want to come back to our home since I was here, and the dictionaries are here, so I figured it'd be easier just to, instead of bringing all of them home, have them here. So let me just do that one little part with you. If we're looking up the word magnet in the dictionary, just so that those of you that do have dictionaries could understand, if I was looking up the word magnet, it's going to be right here, okay, right here. So my guide words would have to start here, lupine, and then go to majority. I think that's majority. And because magnet is in between those two. So you're looking at the word, you find the word magnet, and then look at the first word and the last word, those guide words, and you're just going to write those 2. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, well, I hope that you enjoyed coming back home for a little while. I'm not going to do it on this video, but I think I'll do like a little tour on another video just for fun, okay? But I love you, and I hope that you're having a wonderful day. I'll see you soon.